I'm proud to be an American, where at least...
Why are you trying to hide your name and badge number?
I am not.
You answer to me.
I do not.
I would like it if we could uphold the Constitution and allow freedom of press in our courtrooms.
Watch out, that's a lawbreaker right here. You like to break the law, be careful. No, I don't answer to you.
Okay,
I'm free. You're dismissed.
I am not dismissed.
Yes, you are.
Who the fuck is at my window?
Do we enforce law around here, or do we enforce will?
Who the fuck are you? Shining your lights in my window!
Okay, you need to leave.
I don't have to.
You're dismissed.
I'm not dismissed.
You are.
Actually, I think I'll do a foot patrol in this area.
Go ahead. Don't step on my property. You will be trespassing. Live here.
Lower your voice.
You need to leave my property. You are trespassing. You are trespassing. You're going to be going to jail. Follow the law. Sing, what's your name and badge number? Why are you harassing me? Oh, you did? Were you fucking blind the 5 times you drove by? Which one of you honked at me?
They can put your hands on me. We won't be needing the gloves, sir. You can take the gloves off. We don't need the gloves. Nobody needs to put their hands on me. And I do not need escorted.
Leave my property now. This is private property. You are trespassing. Leave now.
Do not walk on this fucking
What is
property.
your name?
On Monday, September 30th, 2019, at approximately 6 o'clock early evening, the Defenders of Rights spot a CPD officer conducting a speed trap in the alley directly behind Jessica's home. He has been sitting in the alley for about 10 minutes.
Let's do a speed trap. 1711. Car number 19186. Oh shit.
How are you doing?
Good.
Good.
Are you trying to catch individuals that are involved in commerce?
Involved in commerce?
Yes, commercial
What does that mean?
commercial use.
I'm going to catch some speeders.
Speeders that are involved in commerce.
I have no idea what you're asking me.
The statutes are for those who are involved in commercial use.
I'm going to catch anybody that wants to speed up and down.
So you're not aware the difference between a motor vehicle and an automobile? Are you aware of the difference?
Just like,
No?
probably going to say something silly on camera.
Well, a motor vehicle is actually dealing in commerce, and an automobile is a private automobile.
Okay. Thank you for the information.
That might be something you want to look into, because a uniform traffic ticket deals in commercial use as well. Those are only intended for those involved in commercial use.
Well, the more you know.
What speed are you looking at to catch people doing?
What kind of speed would be dangerous for everybody living in the apartment complex on this side of town?
Yeah, no, I do appreciate that, because people do actually speed around this corner.
I know.
And that is something that I've actually always been concerned about living here.
Oh, I agree.
But I do know that Yeah, for anyone to receive a ticket, you're supposed to check and make sure that they're actually traveling in a motor vehicle and that they're involved in commerce.
Okay.
You haven't heard anything about that?
No.
No idea? Yeah, that might be something you want to look into, and maybe as well let your partners know as well, and definitely be something that we should all know and be aware of.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
So do you see a lot of speeders up and down this road?
I mean, I'm not good at, I guess, telling how fast someone's going, but I do notice people speeding around the corner, so.
Sure, yeah. Now, do you live in one of the houses here?
Yeah. Yeah, I live right around the area.
Okay. Yeah, so it would be nice if you could turn it down around this way. Do you have kids?
Yeah.
How many kids do you have?
I've got 3.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see if we can slow them down for you.
But I would appreciate it if we can check the intended use for their vehicles, make sure that they're not driving privately.
I feel like that would be a little overreach on my end.
Oh, no, that's your duty. Because the uniform traffic ticket, those are only to go to individuals who are involved in commercial use. You can look up on the uniform traffic ticket website as well and confirm that.
I want to make sure that I understand you right. So if someone's not involved in commercial use,
they are not subject to the statutes.
They're allowed to speed?
Well, they're not. They have. Well, yeah, of course, everybody needs to drive reasonably. That way, there's not an accident. If there's an accident, of course, you're liable to, any damages or anything like that. But as long as you don't injure anybody, no, you can't. By law, you can't actually. It's against the law to, try to ticket someone if they're not involved in commercial use.
So if I were to get into my own truck,
yeah, as long as it's a private automobile.
Speed up and down in front of your house, and there's nothing that the police can do to them.
I mean, you can. I mean, you can try. You can do that, but some people may say it's dangerous. I mean, that's not my decision, but it's the law. So I just want to make sure that I inform individuals on the law.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all.
Oh, it's the law, though. Yeah, it's all about statutes and commerce and.
So what prevents someone from just lying to me and saying that they're not?
Well, when you have your vehicle registered, it becomes a motor vehicle. So we've all been lied to and manipulated, told that we had to go and get a vehicle registered, but only motor vehicles need to be registered, not private automobiles. You're allowed to travel in a private automobile. We all have the right to travel. That's our right, to travel.
Not sure I'm buying all that, but certainly entitled to your opinion.
Yeah, no, it's not opinion. It's all in the Indiana code. You can look into all of it. The driver's license that we all actually receive is actually means a part-time commercial driver. When you go down to the BMV when you're 16, you're actually applying as a part-time commercial driver.
Okay.
So that's how we've all been manipulated into, getting a driver's license and registering your vehicle. And
So did you register your vehicle?
yeah, I did. I wasn't aware of any of this at that time.
Did you register it as a private?
Well, it's when you register it. When you register anything, it's commercial use. It's all considered public property.
Huh. Well, I think I'm going to still try and catch a couple of speeders, just keep traffic at a reasonable pace.
Well, would you do me that favor and go ahead and look into that?
No.
You don't want to look into the law and see, if we're doing things the way we need to be doing?
Either one, trying to make a defend position, or two, you're trying to talk them into an argument.
No, I don't want. I just want to know if you're informed on that about commercial use and. The fact that we actually have the right to travel in a private automobile.
Sure, yeah, and full transparency is I'm probably not going to look into that. But I do plan on trying to stop a speeder or two here in front of your house to slow them down, especially in front of the apartment complex. I think that'd be a good use of my time. Right now.
Yeah, no, I don't like people when they're speeding either, but I also don't believe that people need to be fined if no one's been injured. If there's not been an actual crime, a crime involves an injured party by law. So to fine somebody or to punish them, they would first have to, commit a crime. So I don't feel like, we should really punish people that haven't committed crimes. So by law, there has to be an injured party for there to be, a crime.
Yeah, I've not actually heard that point of view before. That's interesting.
Never heard of victimless crimes?
Oh no, I've heard of it.
Yeah, that's a victimless crime. Yeah, that's why they call them victimless crimes, because a crime by law, there has to be a victim, and if there's not a victim, then by law there's not actually a crime. So that's why that's why people call them victimless crimes, just to kind of clarify the difference between a crime and there's a victimless crime. It's kind of a new made-up term to kind of differentiate the two difference. Do what?
Like a new thing that's going to come out or no?
No, a lot of people have heard about that you have the right to travel. A lot of people know about that. So, yeah, definitely
like,
nothing new.
Like a sovereign citizen type ideology.
Sovereign citizen, that's a made-up term as well. That's not really a real thing, because we're a sovereign nation.
Well, is sovereign citizen...
You can't be a sovereign and a citizen. It's completely made up. It contradicts itself. That's impossible. Okay. It doesn't even make sense. Okay. It's kind of a made up term by the government to kind of people who support the law and, study the law, to kind of put a bad, to just kind of, I don't know, just to kind of turn around the sovereign citizen kind of.
So would it be more accurate to say like sovereign? It's a little bit redundant probably.
A sovereign citizen by government terms is someone who doesn't follow the law, someone who breaks the law and thinks that the law doesn't apply to them. That is a sovereign citizen by government definition. But a sovereign, someone who's sovereign, means they govern their own body. They are not governed by, they're governed by God. They've got their rights from God, not by the government. Which we've all got our rights from God. Everybody did. No one can take or give your rights away. That's, God-given rights.
So how do we go from here? Do you just want to record while I do the traffic enforcement, or?
Yeah, I'll probably just record for a while, I guess. Okay. That's why I just really wanted to kind of communicate with you a little bit and see if you knew about the commercial. The commercial terms and all that stuff. Oh, looks like you got someone coming in. Oh, they're going.
Can you do me a favor and can you move over just a scope that way?
This way?
Oh,
Towards the box?
Yeah, towards the box. A little bit more about
give you some sight that way. Oh, here, how about I move this way a little bit? Is that good for you?
Better if it's over there, but if you want to stand there.
Yeah, I'll probably just move back and forth, I'm sure, a little bit. Yeah, I don't think I'm in your line of sight down the road. But no, yeah, I appreciate you, communicating with me, and because that is what we want to do, is we want to create a connection. There's clearly a disconnect between, citizens and the officers, and there needs to be a connection. That's, we need there to be a connection. We need to make sure that, and that's another purpose, is to make sure that everybody is aware of the law. Because when you end up in a situation where the officer or the citizen, somebody doesn't know the law, that's very dangerous and very confusing. especially if the officer doesn't know the law. If the officers don't know the law, that's even more dangerous. When a citizen doesn't know the law, that's even more dangerous. That's the most dangerous situation. So especially when the citizen, they don't know the law themselves, but they know that, you know, something wrong is being done to them. So, you know, they don't know how to kind of protect themselves or assert the law. So it gets, you know, confusing and dangerous when nobody knows the law. So that's why it's about safety. It's about learning the law, making sure everybody's aware of, you know, exactly what's going on. And obviously the government has done things to manipulate situations, and I don't know, yeah, it's a lot to kind of sit around and explain to someone in a first time, you know.
That's pretty heavy stuff.
Oh no, it is. It turned my world upside down when I first learned about it. Yeah, no. They use words to manipulate you, like the word person. By law, do you know what the word person actually means? There's a legal definition, and then there's a layman's term, the regular term that we all use every day, and then there's a legal definition. The legal definition is a person is actually a corporation. It's a business, a corporation. So anytime you get any legal documents, it says person is subject to this, person is subject to that. They're not talking about you, me, living, breathing human beings. They're talking about a business, a corporation. Have you heard about the all caps? Why your name is in all caps on legal documents? You haven't heard about that either? Well, that's a legal term as well. It's the, what is it? It's been a while since I've looked into all this stuff. I learned it a long time ago, and yeah, I haven't really looked into it now. But it's the all caps is the what is it? It's shit, I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, it will here, I'm sure. But it's the format they use. Obviously, all caps. That stands as a title. Okay, awesome. Yeah, you got your radar gun.
Yeah, the old laser gun.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
that looks old.
Oh no, this is state-of-the-art equipment.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You gotta calibrate that every day and get all that done. It's already calibrated?
It's self-calibrated.
Oh, really?
Check. And if it doesn't check out okay, it'll work at all.
Okay, well that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the all caps. It's the pretty much is the font. It's the print style. Oh, it's the print manual style. That's what the word. What I was looking for. It's the print manual style that it signifies a corporation. It's the U.S. print manual style that signifies a corporation, which means your name has been turned into a corporation.
Oh my.
So when you go to the court and you say, "Yep, that's me," you're actually agreeing and saying, "Yeah, that's me. I'm that corporation." If you don't say that you're the corporation, they have no jurisdiction over you. If you don't agree that that's you, they have no jurisdiction over you, because they cannot. That would be slavery, huh?
Is that like a straw man?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah. No. Yeah. And it's all proven within the law. It's all proven. You can prove it all within the law.
So I'm not going to do this, but I'm just curious. If I arrested you for something, what would happen? I'm not going to do it.
Well, there's a lot you got to go through to kind of get out of their jurisdiction, because throughout our whole lives we've been putting ourselves into their jurisdiction. So I mean, there's people that you know, they get arrested and then their bond keeps rising and rising and rising every time they get arrested, and they've never had to pay a bond though. But their bond, every time they go in there, it keeps rising, because they just have to let them go because they are no longer within their system. They're no longer, you know. But that's only when, you know, that's dealing with common law, right? These courthouses, this is maritime law, which is over the seas.
But we're not close to enough?
No, exactly. They're illegal courts. It's illegal. Most of what they do in the courtroom is unlawful. So and that's why we all need to, because that's our duty. That's our duty as citizens, is to, you know, to know the law, understand the law, and hold our public officials accountable. That way, because corruption is guaranteed within a government. That's guaranteed. There's no government that's ever existed that's never had, you know, corruption arise. So that's guaranteed. If nobody knows the law, nobody is there to hold anyone accountable. I mean, it's just going to fester and continue to grow. So, I mean, and that's the issue, is we need to make sure that, you know, especially in our own communities, we need to make sure that the law is, you know, being upheld, that the Constitution, you know, we all take, not I don't, but all public officials, you guys all take an oath to that Constitution. But a lot of times the statutes and the reason why you take an oath, why would we take an oath? You know, we know that the Constitution's there, we know it's supposed to be whatever, but why would we take an oath? Because we know they knew that there was going to be statutes, there was going to be codes put into place that would go against the Constitution. They knew that would happen. They knew judges would make rules that, you know, would go against the Constitution. So our first line defense are you officers. That's why you have to take that oath, so that, you know, you uphold that oath over the statutes, the codes, and how fast were you saying you were looking for people to get me going?
That one was going 37.
37? That's 35, or 30, I mean. So that's 7 over.
The yellow one. See, they see me and they slow down.
Now, what is, by law, how fast over the speed limit can you go without being pulled over?
You said how fast can they go over? What was that?
Yeah, how fast can you go over by law without being pulled over? I know.
Go over at all.
Oh, really? Oh, because throughout my whole life, obviously, I've always been told that you can go 5 over the speed limit. And that's just hearsay, obviously, just like, hey, go get your driver's license at 16. That's hearsay. I never looked up the law to figure out if I needed to do that, so that's why I wanted to make sure if, so yeah, you can't even go, so you can get pulled over for going 1 mile over the speed limit.
Yeah, you really could.
Oh, wow.
That doesn't happen very often.
I wouldn't think so, unless obviously they just want another reason to pull you over, yeah.
Well, people tend to drive a little fast anyway, so if we pulled over everybody that went
Yeah.
1 mile an hour over, we pull over a lot. That's not what we're trying to do. So what's your name?
I'd actually just like to exercise my right to be anonymous. I'm surprised that you actually don't know my name, though. Really? Have you not been on the department too long?
Say it again.
Have you not been on the department too
I've
long?
been on for 13 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Here in Columbus? Okay, so you've never heard of my channel or any
Which channel is that?
YouTube channel?
Well, there's a lot on YouTube.
Okay. That's just weird that I'm surprised that you wouldn't have known about it.
You tell me then.
The Defenders of Rights.
Oh, yeah, I've heard
Yeah.
that too.
Okay. Yeah, that would be us.
Oh, so you're Jessica.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was saying. I was like, okay, there's no way you have not heard about me.
No,
There's...
no, I've heard your channel.
Okay. That's what I thought. I just want to make sure.
Yep.
Yeah, I assume so. Yeah, and that's not my objection, is to not, like, you know, sit there and argue, or, you know, I want there to be a connection. That's what I want to happen. I want there to be a connection. I want, you know, I want everybody to know the law. I want, you know, I want citizens to be able to trust the officers. I want the officers to be able to trust the citizens. I don't want people to say,
I got know there's a stink bug in my window.
oh, you know what? I've never seen those around here.
Look out, I'm gonna flick it.
I've never seen those around here until just recently.
Well, now I gotta burn my car. Well, now I got a question for you.
Yeah, probably.
Really?
Yeah, sure.
Nothing very juicy on it.
No, but I want other people to also know the law and, you know, hear the things that I'm telling you about commercial use and those things as well. So, I mean, it's not something that everybody talks about. I had never heard of it in my life. Did you know that your Social Security card is actually exact same thing as a debit card? You can use it as a debit card.
Well, now that's what I want to do.
Well, you can. You can.
How does that work?
You can find the federal bank that your Social Security card is linked to. It's on the back of your Social Security card. It's in usually it's like A through H. It's either in a red or a black letter, and that letter is linked to one of the federal banks, and you can type in your name, your Social Security number, your bank that it's linked to, while you go buy something, pay for it, whatever, your bills. It's actually supposed to be for your bills, because obviously green bills, if you haven't heard, that's debt money, right? Everybody's heard that's debt money, green bills. Gold doesn't back it. What backs the bills? We do, the people. That's why they own us. They're as corporations. Because we back the dollar. They sell us to other countries and whatever. But yeah, now I don't even know. I don't even remember where I was at now. Yeah, it's a lot. So it's something that, I mean, you definitely would want to look into. I would want to know what I've been lied to about my entire life. I mean, it turned my world upside down. You feel like you've been lied to, and you have been lied to your entire life. When you find out the way that things are actually working, in this country, it's insane. The Social Security card. Yeah, you can, obviously now but you can prove that it's a real bank account with real money in it, because you will get a confirmation number if you buy something online, or if you pay your bills, because that's what it's for. It's supposed to be for debts.
Have you ever typed in your social or paid for something?
Yeah, I paid over $1,000 in bills with it. Yeah, and you are authorized to use it. It's your Social Security card. It's your name. You're authorized to use it. There's nothing that can be done about that. Nothing.
How much money do I get?
Huh?
How much money do I get?
There's millions in it. Millions. It's how much you're worth. I don't know how much you're worth, but it depends on what all you've done with your name in your life, I guess.
Gotcha. There's a few people who probably say nothing. But can I
yeah.
just make it up, like, say I work a lot and go that route?
No, each account has a certain amount in it, obviously. But there's multiple accounts in your name. But yeah, you just type it in, you'll get a confirmation number saying that it was confirmed, saying my bills went down to zero. A few days later, they put the money back on my bills though, and I had to pay it with debt money, green bills, obviously. But I did get a confirmation number, and that does prove that it's a real bank account. If it was a fake, if you just type in any old fake bank account number, fake crap, it's not, you're not going to get anything. It's going to say access denied. You're not going to get a confirmation number on a fake bank account. So yeah, I mean, that just proves that those are real accounts in your name, and it's supposed to be there for debt, because it's illegal to pay debts with green bills. What are green bills? They're Federal Reserve notes. Look at the top of every green bill. It says Federal Reserve note. What's Federal Reserve note? It's a promissory note. What's a promissory note? It means a promise to pay. So anytime you hand someone $10, you're actually handing them a promissory note that says, I promise to pay you this $10 back. You're not giving them $10, you're giving them a promissory note that says, I promise to pay you $10. So it's illegal because if you was to pay a debt, if you had a $10 debt and you pay that $10 towards your debt, you actually just created $20 debt. You just hand them another $10 promissory note. So now you have $20 debt. So it's illegal to pay debts, whether it's... Yeah, the government is corrupt. The government is corrupt, and the officers are our first line of defense. So that's where we need to make the connection, and if we can't make the connection, it's going to keep going down. It's illegal as hell what they're doing. Illegal. I know that stuff has to be somewhat interesting to you. It has to make you click a little bit and wonder, like, what the hell?
Honestly,
It has to make you wonder.
I think it's interesting
It's the law. That point and blank.
People believe that.
It's the law, but it's the law. You don't, it's not about believing it or saying that's right, that's how we should do it. It's saying it's the law, and that's just the way it is. Yeah. Yeah. And the way things are right now, I mean, we are literally forced to break the law regularly. By, you know, just like I said, paying debt with green bills. That's illegal. That's all that's doing is building our debt.
So if I go to,
That's illegal. You can't do that.
so if I go to a certain bank, it's a hot day outside, I want to get a pull-up. So I pay with $1 to get a pull-up. That's illegal.
Well, that may be different because that's with, you know, someone personally. That may be different. I don't know. What I'm talking about that I know for sure is, you know, with banks, with the government, you know, things like that. Things that are, you know, legal debts. Any type of legal debt, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that may be something I'd want to look into. I don't know, but obviously they're not going to arrest you for it. But by law, it is illegal. That is what the law books say.
I've never heard that before.
What about if someone was recording in a courtroom? How would you feel about that?
Never say that one time.
If they were recording, a video camera, if they were recording, let's say if I had court and I took my video camera and I wanted to record my court hearing. You know, would you, if the judge was to say, you know, arrest this person, there's no recording in the courtroom, would you arrest that person? Well, no, you don't have to. Huh? Well, yeah. I mean, that's what the Nazis used to say too. You know, take orders or get fired. It's not about law, it's about taking orders, and that's what it is. That's what it's turned into now. It's about taking orders, and that's what we want to remind everyone. It's not about taking orders, it's about following the law, upholding that oath to the Constitution. The utmost important, you know, that's the most most important law and oath is to the Constitution. Both constitutions, Indiana Constitution and Constitution of the United States. Do what?
I'm going to strike out on speeders. That's not speeding, which is good. Strike it this even concept.
Yeah, I thought it was actually, I thought that, I don't think that is the case. I think it's only like that some places. I don't think it's like that here though, that you would have to be somewhere in a visible area that you can't actually pull someone over or, you know, try to get them for speeding in a hidden, you know, behind the building. You're supposed to be in, I don't know, I don't think it's like that here though, but I know in some places it is like that, and you're supposed to be in an open, visible area.
Ohio does that.
Ohio, yeah.
Ohio State.
So that's why I thought it was like that here, but yeah, I looked into it the other day and it's definitely not. But, who knows? Same thing with unmarked vehicles. In some places, you can't pull anybody over if you're in an unmarked vehicle. Because, well, that'd be unsafe, obviously. Unsafe, because then it makes it easy for anybody to, you know, just buy red and blue lights, put it in their window, stop anybody in the, you know, in the country or wherever.
Do you agree with you there?
Yeah, I did that. Can I get your name and badge number?
Sure. My name is Sergeant Westenberry and my badge number is 197.
197.
You got it.
And give me a tour of the vehicle.
There's not really anything interesting in here.
You don't have any high-tech guns or
Nothing interesting.
anything crazy in there?
Nope.
Not today.
Anything crazy. The dog over there doing business.
Huh?
There's a dog over there doing business.
Oh, yeah.
There's probably more interesting than me.
Oh no. I don't think he likes it when we watch him poop.
Alright, I'm gonna get out of here.
Alright, well, take it easy. Be safe. Yeah, definitely look into that stuff. Tell your buddies too.
Have a good rest
It's
of
about safety.
Take care.
Just make sure everybody knows the law. Yeah, you too. It's good talking with you.
Artlist.io.
Leave, guys. Been leaving?
What's going on here? Make me feel this is the time to follow your dream. Make your way out to the top.
There she blows.
Take a
Already there.
Music licensing reimagined.
We ain't never gonna turn around, never look into the ground. Now it's time to change, to make it real. Make my way up to the top, take a breath and make it out of here.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Hey you, what's going on here? You make me feel this is the time to follow your dream. Make your way out to the top. Take a breath and
Music
make it
licensing
out of
reimagined.
here.